right now I am staying with this company because I have a surgery, and I have
what surgery?
A jaw surgery. So I have
coming up
an overbite. Yes, probably October or November.
Oh, gosh.
And it's with, like, I have my insurance through this company, and I went through the pre-approval process, which took a very long time and was not fun. So I don't want to do that again.
How much is that going to cost you out of pocket?
So I've been considering that.
What do you mean you've been considering? I thought you were doing it.
Well, no, I've been considering how much it is going to cost.
How much is it going to cost?
$6,000 out of pocket. It's $32,000, and I have a high deductible health insurance plan.
Yeah.
I've been working down my high deductible by going to therapy and stuff, so it's going to be less than $6,000 now because I paid part of it with my HSA.
5?
Like 3,000.
Okay, it's still a lot of money.
Yeah.
And
I'm going to have to not work for 2 to 3 weeks. That's the thing that I'm most scared of.
Yeah. Well, is there not? I mean, there's no pay time off?
I do have PTO, but it's not going to go out for the whole time.
Okay.
And it's also not as good as what I make.
So educate me on this surgery a little bit because I don't know much about it. Is this cosmetic or is this like
necessary.
Actual health? This is
necessary. It's medically necessary. That's why it's covered by my insurance in the first place.
Sure.
I have a 15 millimeter overbite, and they consider it medically necessary at 9 millimeters. So they're going to take this jaw, cut it like in half and forward, and then wire my jaw shut. So I'm going to have to drink out of a straw for like a month or so. I might go on my diet during that time though, like after that, because I'm probably going to lose some weight anyways. So at that point,
then
might as well just continue.
You'll make that ex jealous. We got a new jaw and we lost some weight.
Right? Yeah. Get a whole new life after the surgery. I wanted it my whole life, honestly. So.
Yeah, I mean, well, if it's medically necessary, then yeah,
my teeth don't meet up right, so.
So yeah, like, does that like? Well, what's the bad part of that? Like, what does it do?
They can grind on each other in the wrong ways, and that wear can cause cavities and could lose your teeth in the future if it doesn't get handled. Yeah, so it needs to be handled. I also can't bite things with like the front of my mouth, so it's just not fun in general. I have a harder time eating than other people.
Okay. So there is a lot of debt here, and you're about to drop another $3,000, and you're not willing to change to a job that does pay well to get away from your ex situation until after the surgery, though.
Yes.
And the surgery, we're going to have to take more time off than we have in any kind of paid time off. So it's an interesting financial situation we're looking at. Self-assess. Where do you think you are? 0 to 10. 0 being the worst finances ever, 10 being the best.
Honestly, I would say like a 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it is medically necessary. So it's not like you're just doing this a want. You're not getting like a larger earlobe or something.
Yeah,
you know?
It's
like,
not cosmetic, but they are going to take off like part of my chin because they said if they move my jaw forward, it's going to look like a witch's chin. So that part is technically cosmetic, but it's covered. They're getting it covered with it. So
yeah, we put witches to death, so I don't want that to happen.
Yeah, it would not be fun.
Okay, so let's go through this first debt. Then I want to hear about how you feel like you're escaping the family or something like that.
Okay.
But this first card is huge. First of all, how are you paying for the $3,000? Because I come on here. Yes, you could put $3,000 on here, but we're at a balance on the Discover It card. People love this one. Discover It.
When I first got it, I thought it was a good deal because it was 1.5x, and then at the end of the year, it gets doubled. So I did make $1,300 off of that card at the end of the year.
If you don't hold the balance, sure, wonderful.
I did it for an entire year.
Oh, great! And then it's $181 minimum payment. So this is what with me off the bat. This ruins me, and I don't understand because you're trying to pay for a large surgery that you have to pay a lot of money for out of pocket because you're trying to live a better life. But you do the classic thing that people do on the show. You only paid barely above the minimum payment, but then you took it from $5,490 to $8,333 while interest of $160.82 is accruing. So what the are you doing? Because you have something very important coming up. So what are you doing? Making your situation worse before that medically necessary $3,000 is about to hit.
trying to escape the situation that I was in.
So that means going to New Day Eatery, meaning going inside a gas station, getting some bullshit, going inside a gas station, getting some bullshit, Peninsula Food, going to this espresso, going inside, getting some bullshit, this Apple in-app thing, the orange guy, tacos, going inside, getting some BS, McDonald's, Apple in-app crap, university, tobacco and vape, you vape. You're getting a medically necessary thing for the health of your life. Why kill your lungs at the same time?
I'm gonna quit when the surgery comes, because obviously I can't vape during that time or I'll get dry socket. So that's gonna be 3 weeks.
Good. Yes, good. I'm glad you're going to be forced to quit.
Yeah.
And then McDonald's and Cracker Barrel. Smoothie bar. Going inside, getting some BS. KFC, Uber Trip. Hawaiian Bros. Oh, going inside, getting some BS. Uber Trip, Panda Express, Dunkin' Donuts. Going inside, getting some BS. Going inside, getting some BS.
Well,
going inside, getting some BS. McDonald's. Silver Dollar. Frugals, and you're not being frugal. In-app purchasing La Belle Crepes, First Street Haven, Songoku,
sushi,
Asian cuisine. Going inside, getting some BS. Going inside, getting some BS. Charlie's Philly Steaks. This is all in 1 month. 1 month on a card that you can't pay off. Going inside, getting some bullshit. Going inside, getting some bullshit. Going inside, getting some bullshit. Just screwing out all of us. We have a $3,000 payment coming up. Dairy Queen, Subway. Going inside, getting some BS. You know how you'd be getting a dry whatever if you smoked. I'm getting a dry whatever. Saying all these words because you're spending insanely. Subway. Going inside, getting some bullshit. Jessica's Express. Executive Inn, Netflix, Bahama Mama Smoke Shop, Uber Eats. Going inside, getting some bullshit. Uber Trip. In-app Apple crap. Oh my gosh, in-app Apple crap. Please be the end of it. It is stink. Because it's at a 26.24% interest rate. What is that? That's a joke. You said this was because you're escaping? That's going out to eat every second of your life. And I know you're on the road a lot, but that's not the only thing you can do while you're on the road. So I don't want to hear that as the excuse.
Have you ever tried to wash dishes in a public bathroom?
Dishes? I don't give a about dishes. To give paper plates and dude. Disposable things, little
to cook.
Plastic bags.
It either has to be microwavable.
Not everything. Things, meats and cheeses and crap in a cooler. Listen, I get it. This is the easier way to do it, and I wouldn't expect you not to eat it out at all.
Yeah.
But the fact is, you have a big surgery coming up, you can't pay off the car, the interest is accruing, and you're saying you built this up because you're trying to escape family or something?
Well,
that doesn't make any sense
food,
because it is just eating out. There's
a lot of original
smoothies for lunch. There's so many options that don't involve cooking.